If you ever feel surrounded by difficulties, listen carefully to this story. It may transform your life. This is the inspiring journey of you. Vikram was an ambitious young banker working at a branch in a bustling city. A mid-level employee tasked with finding new clients, he struggled to meet the demanding goals set by his manager. Each day felt like an uphill battle. Despite his polite demeanor and diligent efforts, clients often turned him away. One Friday morning, Vikram sat at his desk, overwhelmed by yet another email listing his underperformance. His manager's words echoed in his mind. "You need to hit your targets, Vikram, or this won't work out." That afternoon, the president of the bank, a man revered for his wisdom and calm approach, visited the branch. Word spread quickly, and every employee rushed to ensure their desks looked spotless. Vikram, however, felt a mix of dread and despair. The president, Mr. Raghavan, called for a meeting with all employees in the conference room. He observed their tense faces and smiled warmly. "I see some of you are struggling," Mr. Raghavan began. "Let me share a story." The room fell silent. "When I was younger, I was much like Vikram here," he said, gesturing toward the nervous young banker. Vikram's cheeks flushed as all eyes turned to him. "I had a job that felt impossible. I couldn't meet expectations no matter how hard I tried. One day, after another failed attempt, I decided to quit. I went to my mentor, shared my decision, and waited for his approval. Do you know what he told me?" The all-employees shook their heads. "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that do it." Those words changed my life. I realized that every setback was a lesson, every rejection an opportunity to grow stronger. I went back to work, not aiming for perfection, but focusing on persistence. Over time, things turned around. The room was quiet, the weight of his words sinking in. "Vikram," Mr. Raghavan said, looking directly at him, "you may feel like you're failing, but failure is a stepping stone. Don't fear it. Learn from it. And remember, no one succeeds alone. Ask your team for help, share your challenges, and keep going." Over the next few weeks, inspired by the president's words, Vikram approached his work differently. He stopped seeing client rejections as personal failures and began refining his approach with each interaction. He asked colleagues for advice, practiced his pitches, and started focusing on building genuine relationships instead of just closing deals. Slowly but surely, Vikram's hard work paid off. He started signing new clients, earning their trust through his sincerity and persistence. By the end of the quarter, he exceeded his targets for the first time. One evening, as Vikram walked out of the office, his manager stopped him. "Good work, Vikram," he said, a rare smile on his face. As Vikram headed home, he thought of Mr. Raghavan's words. He realized that success wasn't about never failing. It was about having the courage to rise again and again. That day, Vikram promised himself he would never fear failure again. Instead, he would embrace it as part of the journey toward success. This story teaches us that setbacks are temporary, but perseverance is lasting. Share this tale with someone who might need a reminder that courage truly making do it.